Hi, it's Eva Pohler again today with my home tour video part 2, living spaces. So last time I showed you my workspaces, and today I'm going to show you where we hang out. So we have two places where we hang out, and one is the main living area, which is kind of just a big family area. And so over here behind me, you can see my built-ins. This is where I store a lot of family photos. A lot of my photo albums are down in here, and I put a lot of the kids' things in these drawers. They should be better organized, but they're not. And then across, I showed you last time, my writing chair is just right across there, and this is the TV that we watch in here. And my son was just watching some anime, and so that's still kind of on. And then back in here, this is the big farmhouse table where we eat. It's right behind us. And up above, you can see a long shelf along the top where I have some books and some family photos, and that leads out to our back door and our back patio. And there's a bar over here where we sit when we have family meals. We can all sit around either the overflow, usually the teenagers sit around this big bar, and then the adults tend to sit over here at the table. And then we're going to pass through now to see our second living space. Say hi to my husband. He's cooking supper, honey. Say hi. Isn't he cute? Okay, so over here is my other living space. And this is not quite as neat and tidy as the rest of my home because this is our den. And unlike the other parts of our house, it has this door right here that you can just close it off, just like this. So if I don't want anybody to see it, they don't have to see it. But anyway, I want to show you first, this is a shelf that I have for all my kids' Pinewood Derby trophies and cars that they made over the years in Cub Scouts. Even my daughter Candace participated because there was one where all, the siblings could participate too. And so she always did it. So they all had ribbons because my husband put a lot of time and effort in helping them come up with the best cars. And so this is my husband's chair, the recliner. And he has his little piles around there that I've kind of given up trying to straighten up. He and I are opposites, and it's definitely worth it, but he never puts anything away. He just kind of puts things wherever, and so I'm constantly cleaning up after him. But he also grounds me because I tend to be a big time dreamer. In fact, probably about 10 years ago, I had an idea of building a tortoise habitat in our backyard, and I had plans drawn to scale on graph paper. I'd done all this research, and we had a tortoise at the time who ran away, which is probably a good thing that I didn't build a habitat since the tortoise must not have liked living here. But anyway, I loved her. And he's the one that honey, this is a big investment. This is a long time. Tortoises live a long time, unlike the rats and the guinea pigs and the hamsters. Let's not do a tortoise habitat. So I'm glad that we didn't. So he's good for some things, but he doesn't put stuff away. So I'm always picking up after him. But anyway, I love him anyway. So this is just the family room. We have had this table since the kids were babies. They always sat here and played their games and did their puzzles and even ate around this table while they watched on the big screen TV, which is right over here. My peacock painting, which I found not too long ago at an estate sale. I tend to be a big art lover. I have big pieces of art in this room, a gallery over here of art that I've collected over the years. Most of these are prints, but some of them are like this is a water painting over here. And then I have these armoires in the back where I store all of our family games. And you can see that it's overflowing. I mean, it doesn't even close because there's so many games in there. They probably need to be purged again. I try to purge every so often to get rid of the things that we don't use anymore, but you know how that is. And there's even more in this armoire, more games. And some of the ones in this armoire are actual, more like video, electronic type games. Although there's also those stored in baskets underneath the entertainment center and also in here. And then over here is where I keep all of our extra bedding for when we have big sleepovers, because this family room over the years has been used for all the kids' sleepovers. And so we would bake big pallets in the middle of the floor. So I have all these comforters and pillows that I've saved over the years that we use for that. And I also have my Jack the Pumpkin King. It might be too dark for you to see him in here, but he's stored in here. And I tell you what, even though I've had him for a few years, every time I open this closet door, he still scares the hell out of me because oh yeah, Jack, it's just Jack. Anyway, so those are my living spaces. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next time I'll be showing you my kitchen, and I'll give you a little more detailed tour of the kitchen in that video, like where I store stuff, and anyway, just to show you some ideas. I hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to you again soon.